In today's quick singing tips, I'm going to show you a really short exercise to quickly release the neck. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why this works, first of all, and then I'll guide you through how to go about doing this. So basically, we are just going to release the neck by using eye movements. Bear with me here because this might sound strange. So I first came across this about 5 years ago in a Pilates class, and I couldn't believe afterwards how much the rotation of my head and neck improved after just doing this for a really short amount of time. I then attended a masterclass workshop earlier this year on the vagus nerve and the central nervous system, and it got a bit stuck into why this is really useful and could be useful for singers as well. I'll also pop a link to Voice Care Coaching's account because they run fantastic workshops. So there are two reasons why this is great to do before you sing. Obviously, having more flexibility in our neck is great because our larynx sits in here, but also it helps to calm the nervous system, which is really great for us to be in the right mindset for singing and performing. So why does this exercise work? This helps to free up the muscles around the C1 and the C2 vertebrae. And these are the top two vertebrae of the cervical spine, which sit just under the base of your skull. The rotation at these vertebrae is part of our survival system. When we look maybe for danger, we're compressing here and it reduces the blood flow to our brainstem. This kicks us into our fight or flight mode and causes stress. By doing this exercise, we aim to have more movement and flexibility here, which increases the blood flow to our brain and therefore puts us in a more calm state. We're actually releasing the suboccipital muscles, and there are loads of proprioceptors in these muscles which tell our brain about the head and neck's position onto the rest of the spine. This helps our brain be able to coordinate all the muscles in our body and keep us balanced. And these muscles respond to eye movement. And before we do this, let's just check the rotation of your head now. So just looking from side to side, just to get an idea of how you're currently feeling. So let's do the exercise. I'm going to ask you to lie on your back for this with your feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Make sure you feel comfortable here. You're able to keep the spine long and the neck long. Then bring your palms together, interlacing the fingers. Lift the hands up and over the head and bring your hands interlaced to the back of the skull. Try and keep your elbows relaxed here and let your hands take the weight of your head. If this is a bit much, you can just use one hand. Let's start the exercise. So without moving anything else, all you'll do is look to the right with your eyes, just looking as far as you comfortably can. Now you're allowed to blink and don't forget to breathe. But you're going to hold here for about 30 to 60 seconds until you feel the urge to maybe swallow, yawn, or sigh. When you feel this urge, just bring your head back to center and refocus on the ceiling above you. Bring it back to center if you haven't done so already. Take a moment to just blink and refocus, and then we'll move to the other side. So moving nothing but your eyes, looking over to the left as far as you comfortably can. Again, blink, breathe. And then when you feel that urge to yawn, swallow, or sigh, move it back to center. And if you haven't done so already, bring the eyes back to center. Again, just have a few blinks, refocus here. Then release the arms and gently make your way back to seated. Once more, just look from side to side and see if you feel a difference. Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit subscribe for more quick singing tips.